Hidden above the rainforest, Genting Highlands sit on a ridge of cloud, a place built from one man's vision where prayer and play coexist in the same breath. Before the crowds, before the lights, it begins here, in silence, in mist, in the mountains' calm. We'll walk you through the journey from the clouds below to the temples and towers above. Genting Highlands, Malaysia's city in the clouds, where entertainment meets elevation. It all begins here at the base mall, a maze of glass and noise. Thousands visit every weekend, drawn by its cool air and promise of escape. The mall connects everything food courts, hotels, and cable car stations that carries people up to the mountain. It feels like any modern city until we step into the cable car, and suddenly everything changes. This is Avana Skyway, Genting's modern cable car system. Stretching nearly 2.8 kilometers, it connects the Avana station to the Sky Avenue Mall at the mountain's peak, with a stop midway for the Chinsui Caves Temple. The journey climbs from around 3,000 feet to nearly 6,000 feet above sea level in just 10 minutes. Below, rainforest stretches endlessly, untouched, emerald, and alive. Midway through, a temple appears through the fog, the Chinsui Caves Temple. It's where many passengers step off, not for thrill, but for stillness. When we step off the cable car, the noise disappears almost instantly. The air changes, cooler, thinner, and still. And in front of us, carved into the mountain, is the Chinsui Caves Temple. It was built by Lim Go Tong, the same man who created Genting Highlands. Before the hotels and the lights, he built this, a place for reflection to thank the mountain that made his dream possible. The temple sits around 4,600 feet above sea level, on ground so steep that machines couldn't even reach here. Every wall and step was built by hand. It took almost 18 years to finish. As we walk through the courtyard, clouds drift between the pillars. The air smells of incense and rain, calm, familiar, and grounding. We look around, red railings, stone steps, and mist curling through every open space. There's something peaceful in how quiet everything feels here. And just ahead, the 15-meter Buddha watches over it all, calm, still, and almost human. We can't help but pause here for a moment, not because we plan to, but because the place makes us. Behind the Buddha, the 9-story pagoda reaches into the fog. We walk inside, past the quiet statues and flickering lamps, and begin climbing to the top. Each floor opens to a wider view mist, forest, and the winding roads that brought us here. And when we reach the highest level, the view is unreal, the kind that makes us forget everything else for a while. After we come back down, we light a stick of incense, a small gesture maybe, but it feels right after being up there. And with the scent still in the air, we continue our journey back toward the mall at the summit. Leaving the temple, the gondola climbs again back upward to the upper station. The mountain shifts from sacred to spectacular, neon begins to replace mist. From quiet fade to flashing lights in minutes, it feels unreal, almost poetic. At the summit, everything feels alive. The Sky Avenue Mall is huge, bright, modern, and full of sound. There are arcades, cafes, restaurants, and shops across every floor, each corner filled with people, lights, and movement. Just a few steps away is Malaysia's only legal casino, the heart of Genting's nightlife, where people come to try their luck or simply take in the atmosphere. More than 20 million visitors arrive each year, each drawn by something different excitement, escape, or curiosity. And that's Genting's balance. It doesn't separate silence from sound. It lets both exist naturally, like the mountain itself, steady, alive, and ever changing. As the day ends, Genting feels different. The lights are still bright, the crowd still around, But if we slow down for a minute, we can feel the mountain again. It's strange, a place built on clouds full of noise, yet somehow there's calm here. Maybe that's what makes Genting special. It's not just the views or the height, it's how it reminds us to pause, to find quiet even in the busiest places. And that's what travel does sometimes. It helps us see ordinary moments differently. And if this story made you feel that, even for a moment, then we hope you'll stay for the next one.